Esther 4:14. For if you remain completely silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. Yet, who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? I want you to think about that for a second. I believe it was Mordecai trying to encourage his niece Esther, trying to say, hey, you need to jump on board and go with God's will on this. Amen? But hey, if you decide that you don't want to do it, God will raise somebody else up to accomplish His mission. But for you and your father's house, there's going to be problems. There's going to be devastation. And that's the bad thing that happens when you reject God's will. When you say, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to serve you right now. I want to do my own thing right now. The bad thing will be is God was calling you to such a time as this and you rejected that. He will pass over you and find somebody else, but there will be devastation for you and your household. Don't let that be so. You accept the call. You accept His will and you say yes and amen. Amen? If you're hearing His voice and He's saying, come back to me. Come serve me. Come do this. Don't say, no, God, I'll get to you later. There may not be a later. You don't know when your life is required of you. You don't know. The show must go on. And if you say no, He'll go on to the next. Amen? So the next time you hear the call, you say yes. Yes, sir. Well, let me encourage you right now. I believe He's calling out to everybody in this room. Accept it. You accept His will right now. We can't afford to reject it anymore. We can't afford to let it pass on to the next. We have got to say yes and amen right now for our household. Because the devil's seeking to kill, steal, and destroy you. He wants to devour you. And he knows that when you pass on God's will, that He's got you. Don't let that happen. Don't let that, especially if you have kids in your household. If you have any kids in your household, it's time to man up and woman up and be men and women of God. Amen. We've got to in this time. We can't afford to take it easy anymore. We can't afford to just be lax in our walk. We have got to live in the Spirit, folks. These are dark days. And the people that are looking up to us need us to be spiritual leaders. Amen? Let it be so for all of us, Lord.